What is up? It's Scott and my boy Kobe on the other end with me here. Um, let's talk wrestling. What's
Let's
up,
talk
brother?
wrestling. What's going on?
Let's do it, man. Let's jump right into it, man.
Let's
AEW
jump into
Revolution
this.
tomorrow night.
That's right. The revolution's on.
So let's go through this card, man. It's in no particular order. I just taking some notes, jumping down. So AEW Revolution is tomorrow, Sunday, March 7th, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And it's on Bleacher Report Live. Go out there, download it. You know what? If you don't want to spend the money to do it, hit our Instagram up, hit our YouTube page up. Let's talk wrestling. Check us out. We'll stream it. I'll give you my reactions. Can't show it, obviously. Can't let you hear it. But man, you can hear me talk about it and watch me mark out and go crazy for it. Check us out. Let's get into it, man. Let's check it out. So in the pre-show, I know this one's personal to you, Penn Stater. Britt Baker and Rebel take on Thunder, Rosa, and Rio.
Yeah. See, this stinks because I really like Britt Baker, and I actually really like Rebel because I've met both of them, and they're both very, very cool people. The thing is, stinks. I also like Thunder Rosa, which I didn't expect that, and but I probably will be still pulling for Britt Baker and Rebel, obviously. But I think the winner is going to be Thunder Rosa and Rio.
I think too, from starting it off, on the pre-show, starting off with a face victory. Thunder's got it's probably as hot as you can get in the ring right now. And Rio, of course, has always been a pretty big favorite within AEW. I'm with you, man. I think Thunder and Rio probably are gonna start it off with a face victory going into the pay-per-view. Next one, man. I'm not even playing games, dude. I'm not even gonna play games. Let's just do it. Omega versus Mox, exploding barbed wire death match. What the heck? What you got, man? Exploding
Oh,
barbed wire. Come on, man. It's crazy.
what I got with that is that is anybody going to win? Are they going to give us where they're both just boom down? They're
Could
both
be.
knocked out from doing everything. And the exploding barbed wire might be just taking them both out. Who knows?
It could be. Kenny, man, if anything, Kenny can tell a story. Kenny loves a storyline. Kenny loves a long, drawn out story. Kenny loves his, personally, I think from what I've seen, he's big into the history of wrestling, and that is a way for both wrestlers to save face, is to both be hurt, both be knocked out, both to be taken out with a draw, no victory. It's tough for Mox to lose, man. You don't want to see Mox lose, but it's just not. Omega's not losing this match, man. Maybe not losing. Omega's not losing his title. I don't know about the match, but Omega's not losing that belt just yet, man. He's got
Right,
too many big things coming up, man. The Elites,
right.
has got a great storyline going. Um, I think, man, I think this could be one of the ones where you see somebody come in. I mean, just watch Kota Ibushi, man. Just saying. Watch out for Kenta. Watch out for some of the New Japan Bullet Club, possibly getting involved, or even the Good Brothers getting involved in it. But yeah, it's I love Mox. I don't want to see Mox lose, but Kenny
Yeah,
ain't losing that belt yet.
it can't be a clean match. It's not going to be a clean match. Let's just put it that way. Either way, it's not going to be clean.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Then we go. Let's look at Sting and Darby Allin against Brian Cage, Ricky Starks in a street fight. Team Taz versus Sting
Man,
and Darby.
I, I just I just don't know. I think that I would have thought that they brought Sting to win, but they might want to give the rub to the other guys, so the other guys might win in Cage's team. I just don't see letting Darby and Sting win because it's just you gotta give Cage and Starks, right? Starks is the other guy.
Yep, Ricky
You
Starks.
gotta give them the rub, and that's the one way to give them the rub. Let them get the
Yeah.
win.
And you got to figure too. This is a street fight, man. Hook and Hobbs are out there, man. It don't have to be clean. But I'm with you, man. I think you bring Sting in to see him win matches and go out on the right foot of his career. But Sting is also, man. Sting is also part of the history of professional wrestling, and he knows You got to push people, man. You got to set up storylines. I think it's going to be, obviously there's going to be no clean finish because it's a street fight, but I think you'll see Hook and Hobbs get involved. And just like you, man, I see Starks and Cage, man, going over. And man, AEW, please recognize the FTR title. Make Cage start defending that bad boy, right? Let's get this.
Yeah,
let's get it out there.
Let's just run with it. You put it on the show, run with it, and let it be defended.
Absolutely. One of my favorite, the match that I think is going to be one of the show stealers, man, the Bucks against Jericho and MJF. The Bucks, man, anytime that they're in a match is going to be amazing. Jericho, I know we talk about this all the time, but Jericho, I'm pretty sure is on both of them. I know he's 100% on my Mount Rushmore. With Jericho teaming with MJF, who they, when it's all said and done, they're probably going to be chiseling another face on that Mount Rushmore, especially on the heel one. It's going to be a great match. They set it up perfectly. They got a lot of heat in between them. Revenge for Papa Buck. Are they going to get the Bucks to slip? Are they going to get the Bucks too passionate, too into the story, and work right into the favor of the heels? What do you think, man?
I think the Bucks win this one, but it's going to be a great match. Jericho is probably one of the greatest ever, and he definitely is on the Mount Rushmore. He's probably in top 4 all time, in my opinion. But it is what it is with that. But yeah, I think they let the Bucks go over to get the sympathy card to get over for Papa Buck being smashed into things and such.
Right.
So
I think it's going to lead to more to it, especially as we get to the tag team casino battle royal. But also, don't forget, man, he ain't on the card anywhere. Where's he at? Where's Sammy? This could be where Sammy fits in. He hates MJF. There's some animosity now with Jericho. Watch out for Sammy in this one. He's got to fit. Dude, he's a superstar. He's got to be in here somewhere.
Yeah, Sammy clicks in someplace, probably with this match somehow, but time will tell and whatever how it will be determined. But Sammy's got to be somewhere, and that would be the spot and then
somewhere, man. So then we get to the women's world championship. Shida defends against Ryo Mizunami. It should be a great matchup. It's going to be great. Shida is a super wrestler. What I've seen in the Eliminator tournament of Rio, she's got a lot of talent. She defeated a lot of big women in that large, heavy, much larger than her. Now she's back down to someone that's where she's got the size advantage on. I think it's gonna be a great match. Again, I just don't see it coming off of Shida yet. Then again, I'm torn though, man. I'm gonna punt this one totally to you because I could see it as part of their with their New Japan, their new alliance with New Japan is putting a belt on them. She just had that belt for a long time. So I'm going to punt, man. What do you think? I'm going to go with what you said.
I think if they want the New Japan alliance more and more, they're going to let Shida take the loss and let their person get the win, so that they can form that alliance to break more barriers and keep doing what they're doing like the territory days. So yeah, I think she wins. She beats Shida.
And two, man, you hate to see you go through a tournament, the Jim Crockett Senior Memorial Tag Team Cup tournament, the Dusty Classic. You hate seeing them come through a tournament, win the tournament, and then not get fulfilled at the end. That's like climbing a ladder, grabbing a briefcase, cashing it in, and now winning the title. It's just, what I'm saying? The culmination, it's just not there. It just fizzles. So, I really do. I see Rio winning. I'd go either way with it, but I'm with you with it's time. It's that time. Then we go to the face of the Revolution ladder match. The winner gets a shot at the TNT Championship. Cody versus Penta versus Scorpio Sky versus Lance Archer versus Max Caster versus someone to be named later. And dude, I got no clue unless it's Sammy. Unless this is where Sammy fits in. I've scoured the internet, brother. I cannot figure it out. I have no blue. Who's going to fit in here? But Tony Khan did say, I did a ton of looking at this. Tony Khan said that Hall of Fame caliber talent that's going to sign that multi-year deal, that is not this person. This person is coming from elsewhere. So this is either somebody on the roster, this is either somebody coming from another company, but this is not that Hall of Fame caliber person.
Yeah, it's hard to break down this. It really is. I mean, this is such a great tease on their part that you know, we can guess many names, but I just don't think we can pull it off with naming that name. I mean,
Yeah,
I could name several names, you know, like
Redbeard.
yeah, Redbeard. You could name Phil Brooks. Instead of
Dude,
CM Punk, you're naming Phil Brooks.
me,
You could go Mark Calloway.
right?
You could
Could be.
go Glenn. I think his last name's Jacobs for being the caner. You just
Oh,
don't know.
so on this one though, this one's not that Hall of Famer. We'll get to that one. This one is not the Hall of Fame caliber guy. This is just another dude. So it could be like a Davey Boy Smith Jr. He's out there.
Yeah.
He's looking.
Yeah.
Ethan Page. Could be Ethan Page, man. Or Chris Hero. Oh no, you know what I'm saying? Could be somebody like that. Or it could just be, it could be Sammy Guevara, man. I wouldn't be upset with that.
Would
if it was cool. Sammy.
Just put Sammy in there. I would be great with that. That would be okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who it could be. Yeah, I mean, it could be you could have the NWA champion Nick Aldis in there.
Could be, absolutely.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm torn on that one, man. My gut says it's probably going to be a victory for Cody. But I also think, so here's my fantasy booking. The Horsemen, they ain't friends with no Rhodes, man. Double A and looking at forming the Horsemen. We talked about this since the first rumor of a new Horseman. They ain't friends with no Rhodes, man. They were always fighting against Dusty. There are very few times where they ever on the same page. I could see, FTR, Sean Spears. It could be Spears, man. Maybe it's Spears.
Could be.
Oh, dude, it's Spears. Spears wins it and gets that TNT title. That's what needs to happen.
That would be cool. I like that. I like that option. That's probably the best option that could happen because Spears hasn't really, he's been having hidden for all this time. So now would be time to let him come out and shine, stand out in that spotlight.
Who I call, man. I'm calling Spears. I want it to be Spears, but somebody's gonna have to take Cody out. It's gonna be phenomenal though, man. Penta, Scorpio, Archer, Caster, Cody. It's gonna be phenomenal, man. There's gonna be craziness. Craziness.
A lot of great athletes.
So if they're careful, man, Penta is crazy. I love Penta. Hopefully they're careful, man. Those ladder matches, man, give me butterflies.
Oh yeah.
Then the big money match, Matt Hardy versus Hangman Page. I think this is a no doubter, man, unless we catch a huge swerve. It's got to be Hangman. It's got to be Hangman. Hardy's got some knuckleheads lined up. Dark Order is not going to allow that to happen. They're not going to allow Page to get taken out by Hardy or some hired goons by Matt Hardy. It's got to be Page, right? Page, this has to be the starting point where Page turns it to start the focus of that singles career, that singles run against Kenny.
Yep. I like Hangman Page on this. It's a guy that they have to keep pushing in the company because he is the future. Without pushing Hangman Page, you're just standing in the wind and blowing away.
Right. Then Miro and Kip against Chuck T and Orange. It's going to be entertaining, man. Anytime Orange is out there, he's entertaining. But again, man, don't give me Ben. He is a phenomenal athlete. But I think this is the one where Miro turns into an animal, that freaking monster that we've been waiting for Miro, since he was Rusev. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the time where he becomes that monster. I think he's going to snap. I wouldn't even mind seeing him take out everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna
alliance
say,
with Kip is
Miro,
weird. Like to me,
yeah,
that's weird.
he
Um,
might be like, you thought I was your best man. I'm not your best man anymore. Just
yeah, I'm here for me.
on my
I'm here
part.
for me to win the title,
Yeah, yeah,
destroy
Miro,
everybody.
me
So
Miro.
I think
Yeah,
Miro comes out of that with the victory, and honestly, I could see him taking out everybody, man. The face of the Revolution ladder match. That was my notes on that. So Miro, Kip. So then the tag team battle royal. So you got Bear Country, you got Stu Grayson, Evil Uno, you got Reynolds and Silver, right? So there's 2 Dark Order teams. Wait, you got 5 and 10. There's 3 Dark Order teams in there. Santana and Ortiz, Proud and Powerful, Butcher and Blade, Private Party, Top Flight, Pack and Phoenix, The Gun Club, Avalon and Caesar Bonani, and Jurassic Express. Dude, this is going to be sick, man. I was reading that it's going to be kind of like Royal Rumble where they come in at different, like 2-minute increments or something like that. Both men have to be eliminated, thrown over the top rope kind of stuff. Man, this one's got the makings for something killer too, man. You got absolutely a stacked tag team lineup in there. A company that finally respects tag teams and does good things with them. I think, man, this is going to be killer, dude. I really want to see, as much as I love pretty much every team in there, dude, is awesome. But I think this is the one where it's time for that next team, that next man up team. Personally, man, I think it's time for a team from the Dark Order to get pushed. I love Top Flight. I wouldn't be upset with them. I wouldn't be upset with Butcher and Blade. Any of them, man. I think it's time for a Dark Order team. I think Reynolds and Silver. Silver is so over on BTE that it's ridiculous. He is one of the most loved characters, at least on that show. People really love him. They respect him. I'd like to see Reynolds and Silver. What do you got, brother?
Uh, well, you figure if Matt Jackson, and the other Jackson, they win, uh, you'd have to, if they're going to go old school with it, you'd have to have a heel team. So,
Right. So let me throw this in there, man. I actually read this right before we went on here that there's one more team that's going to be announced at the last minute. And the rumor is, of course, the Good Brothers. And if that's the case, then 100% Good Brothers are going to win that sucker to set up for where these guys have been acting like friends to each other's face, but behind each other's backs. The Good Brothers have been, they don't give a crap. So I could see that. I could see champion versus champion matches coming up, which would be, an interesting thing. Wouldn't be upset about that. I really would like to see this be the opportunity for an Alex Reynolds, or Adam Silver, getting that push for a Top Flight, for a team that just hasn't gotten it yet, to get that push, to get that guaranteed title match. But if the Good Brothers end up being, a last minute entry, which I've heard is possible, I get it. I get the storyline, and I'm cool with it.
yeah, it'll be okay if that happens. I would like to see some of the talent that that needs to get that push to keep pushing talent and pushing superstar. I mean, they're all becoming superstars now because a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
people like AEW, and AEW is where it's at. But at the same time, it'd be nice to see the younger guys get that. I call them young, and they've probably been 10, 12, 15 years in the business, but
right.
nonetheless, it's still they're getting known now on AEW. So.
Yeah, that again though, they're wrestling, aficionados, man. You got 3 Dark Order teams. You got 6 dudes from the Dark Order. Man, the odds have to be in their favor, man. I really think it's a Dark Order team that's going to win it.
You you you
Even
would
with the Good Brothers in there, could be a great swerve. The Good Brothers show up in that tournament or in that battle royal, and everyone's like, "Well, there's the winners," and let the Dark Order win. I think a Dark Order team is going to win it. That's who I want to win it. Like I said, I get it if the Good Brothers come in and they win it. I get it. But I
I
think it's Dark Order.
I could also see, depending how it goes down, with the how the entrants come about, how they come in, uh, all the faces going against all the Dark Order and getting all the Dark Order out there because they
Right.
know they got the odds. So
Yeah.
that's
You,
another option.
you got to take the Dark Order out. There's no question about that, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the card. So the multi-year, right? Hall of Fame caliber. I've been researching since we were talking early this morning. Actually since Paul White said it, man. I've been looking it up, trying to figure out who it is. Some of the ones that you were throwing out, man. Some of the ones you're hearing, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's been teasing, sending out tweets and stuff, saying, putting his boots on and stuff, saying he's ready to make another run. I've read though he's like into one more match kind of thing. But he looks good though. He's in great shape. So it could be Kurt Angle. I would hate to think that Tony Khan and company would spoil a surprise like that by feeding some BS. Mark Henry. I've seen a lot of things that it could be Mark Henry. We were talking. I was thinking it would be Taya coming into to be aligned with with Proud and Powerful, maybe bringing back some LAX. But Tony Khan specifically said it's a he, and specifically said they will not have anything to do with that ladder match. It's a completely separate thing. Dude, there's a lot of people out there are saying, obviously, he always comes up, Punk, man, which, I got a little bit of love, a little straight edge love for Punk. A lot of people saying that it could be Punk. A lot of people saying Punk said no. He straight up said there's Blackhawks game on TV, or that he's going to be at the Blackhawks game. He's not going to be there. But man, the one that blows my mind is the one that got me thinking, and it's always a possibility, man. The dude who doesn't care about anybody or anything, and there is no loyalties except for the all-powerful buck, right? Some money, and that's Brock freaking Lesnar. Could it be?
Yeah, it could be, but then again, unless I think his daughter's a pretty good athlete, and she's in college now. So would that hurt her future in the business? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but you never know. But yeah, Lesnar's.
It's a game changer, right?
Lesnar is the person that it could be.
That Patrick Bordeaux guy or whatever, man, the guy they keep saying is the next Brock Lesnar. Lesnar's followed him through UFC, through NFL. I'm not going to pretend like I've always been a fan. I don't like some of the things he says. I don't like some of the ways he carries himself. But he's a freaking stud, dude. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If someone was out comparing, with my status, if I was Brock and my status in that company, and someone is out, this is the next Brock Lesnar, this is the next coming. Is he mad about that, man? Is he like, whoa, I don't think so. You don't compare people to Brock.
He probably would say, I don't think so, because I guess Brock is, Brock, and Brock talks and is nice to whoever Brock wants to be nice to. That's how Brock is, I guess.
He's money, man. He'll go where the money's at. And the Khan family's got money, dude. Will they are they willing to back the truck up for him?
Who knows?
It's possible, man. Yeah, totally possible. Definitely a possibility. Freaking Punk, man. He said that in order for me to come out of retirement into wrestling, it's going to take an outrageous amount of money or an incredibly good storyline. And I tell you what, number one, the Khans, they got money. You know what I mean? It could be an outrageous amount of money. And two, the storylines are killer. There's more dudes in AEW that Punk would match up against and have freaking finale. Could you imagine Punk versus Omega, dude? That would be, I'd go, you'd say right away, I don't care how old Punk is and how much ring rust. You put Punk versus Omega next week on Dynamite, and it's a 5-star match, guaranteed.
Yeah. I don't think it for Punk. It's about the money, but it's not about the money. It's more about the storyline now. Punk isn't too much. He doesn't love the money. He's made enough money. Granted, he did that little Fox deal, that he did, a while back. But other than that, that's besides the point. How long did it take him to do that? He messed around, did UFC because he wanted to do that. So he
was passionate, man. He did what he was passionate about, man. It is what it is.
That's it.
Hey, whether you're good at it or not, it doesn't matter, man. Like I said, that's us doing this show, man. If one person watches it or if nobody watches it, we be talking about it anyway. So this just gives the opportunity. Maybe somebody watches it, digs it, and then hey, jump in with us, man. Start chatting with us. Messaging us when we go live. Hit us up, say, hey, dude, I want to get into your Zoom. Let me talk with you. I'm down, brother. Let's do this. But yeah, man, it could be Punk, dude. There would be an amazing storyline opportunities for CM Punk in AEW. Saying no don't mean nothing. Just like Angle saying I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Just like
Yeah,
Taya the
yeah,
other
it doesn't,
day saying it's going to be a good day. Just like Kenta said the day before he attacked on Dynamite. I mean, there's so many good storylines, so many good angles out there. It's a great time to be a wrestling fan, dude.
oh, it is a great
Absolutely.
time to be a wrestling fan. Great time.
The one thing that Tony Khan said that got me, and it would be a little underwhelming. There's so much hype around this, man. It's freaking gotta be a Lesnar or a freaking Brooks, man. If it ain't Punk or Lesnar, it's gonna be a letdown, man. At this point, there's so much hype around it. But the one thing that he said was, and I quote, "I'm fired up about it," and that instantly brought me to Kane. I was instantly thought, "Dang, man, it's gonna be Kane." Not the worst pick, not the worst grab in the world, but not as you know what I'm saying. It'd be a little underwhelming. You know what I mean? It
But
would
but
be
but the thing is though, he has his duties in Tennessee. So is he going to have enough
yeah.
time
I don't
to
see him
do
being able to
that?
sign a long term deal. You're right. I
Yeah,
mean, but like I said, maybe that was Tony Khan, throwing a little bait out for me, and I bit it. But as soon as he said, and dude, I say fired up all the time, so maybe that's just how the dude talks, man.
yeah, I don't
Maybe
know. Yeah, I don't know.
maybe he's cool as he's cooler than I thought. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, maybe that's just how he talks. But when he said that, it struck me, and I was like, dang, man, is he talking about Kane? Which would be cool, but it's got to be like a Lesnar or a freaking Brooks, man. It's got to be
Yeah,
Punk.
yeah,
It's
one
got
of
to be
the two.
Punk or Brock.
Yeah,
And it would change the landscape of professional wrestling at this point. With your show coming up on Monday, with
that's
with NXT, I'm not going to say tucking their tail and running away from Wednesday nights, but with NXT tucking their tail and running away from Wednesday night, that's it, bro. That changes the landscape. I would back the truck up for Brock, let him wrestle a
that's
couple times a year.
that's like just that's like Luger coming out in WCW. So
Right?
hopefully it's hopefully that's what happens.
Yeah, it's but man, we'll have to see. Like I said, man, I'll get this video out here tonight. So everybody, man, if you get a chance to watch this, check us out. We'll live stream it. I'll get my boy CC on the other side. Get him talking while you catch my reactions to the pay-per-view. We'll see what happens. We'll do this together. We'll check it out. The one thing that I want us to do, man, I talked to my boy about this, and one thing we want to do is try to throw a plug out for for something every time, man. And of course, I want to plug my site, my Chaos Clothing. Check me out on Instagram, Chaos Clothing, Straight Edge Clothing Line. But Revolt Pro Wrestling, man. Northern, like in the panhandle of Florida and southern Alabama, around the Alberta and Foley area. They were done. I watched them sell off their freaking backstage, their stage, their entrance ramp area, the ring. I was like, dude, this sucks. There's so much talent in there. My kids and I enjoy going to watch them and interact with those guys. They're amazing athletes. They're back, dude. Revolt's back. I couldn't be happier. They're going to be April 17th, man. April 17th in Foley, Alabama, at the Gulf Coast Music Hall, 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. $10 to get in, dude. Worth every penny. It's worth $50 to get in. I promise, man. We went to everyone they did in Crestview last year. I promise it's worth $10. Kid friendly. Kids under 7 get in for free. I'm gonna try and hit up Ryan Fury, see if they're going to stream it anywhere, see if I can kind of grab it and do like a paper, do like I would do for a pay-per-view and go through it. It's going to be amazing. Those guys are so talented. They've been caged up, man. They've been wanting to get out there and perform for the fans. It is going to be off the charts. Revolt Pro Wrestling. The show is called Best of the Best, April 17th. Foley, Alabama, 7 o'clock, 9 at the Gulf Coast Music Hall. What you got, brother?
What I got, we have PPW Entertainment out of Hazleton, PA.
You be
Uh,
good.
if you ever get a chance, right now we're still trying to get back to normal, but once we get back to normal, man, uh, check out PPW Entertainment out of Hazleton. It's a great show. Uh, you know, it's kid friendly, like my boy said for down there. It's and they normally get one big name there, that in the past or is on, a hiatus that's in between companies or whatever. They get good people. They got one time they got AEW's Nyla Rose. So, they do get some people here and there. So I recommend PPW Entertainment out of Hazleton, PA. Check it out.
Heck yeah. All right, man. We'll go ahead and sign off here this week, man. Like I said, check us out tomorrow, Revolution. We'll stream it. I'll have my boy CC on the other side. We'll be talking about reactions as it happens. I'll let you know what's going on. I'll pump it up and hype it as best I can. I'll mark out all night long. It's going to be an amazing, amazing pay-per-view. Let's find out who these mystery people are together. Let's talk wrestling. Watch us YouTube and our Instagram. Until next week, man. Peace out. You guys have a good one.